We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the St. Louis Cardinals. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Bob Gibson, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 7:15.
And the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. It's a fastball that misses.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a chopper to the left side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting first, the left fielder, George Bell.
Standing in, George Bell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Popped him up. Rolling over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Juan Guzman gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Lou Brock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Road? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Coming to the plate now, Rogers Hornsby, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Bell is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Stan Musial.
At the plate, Stan Musial. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. And he lays off for ball 1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Albert Pujols. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Turned on down the line. Set to deliver the 0-1.
0-2.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. In now, Jose Batista. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
The right fielder, Jose.
First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Standing in now, Carlos Delgado, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. The 0-1 pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Right side, but it's well foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
To the plate now, Vernon Wells. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now the 1-0. This one's down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding into the box, Jim Edmonds, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Edmonds, a former Cincinnati Red, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And there's one away.
Batting 6, the catcher, Ted Simmons.
Into the box now, Ted Simmons, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. 1-2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Bell will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Scott Rowland, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Just goes to show if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
At the plate, Ozzie Smith. And now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. Rowland stands at second with 2 gone. Ball 2 now.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
He's set. Here it comes. Bob Gibson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. With one of the best team ERAs in the league, it's pretty clear they command a lot of attention and praise. Before the game, one pitcher told me that he thinks their success comes in large part due to their strikeout abilities, a category where they also rank near the top of the league. He said even when we do get ourselves into trouble, most of us can dial up a strikeout and help get ourselves out of it. And that makes a huge difference over the course of a season. Power arms and nasty stuff. Apparently that is the key to pitching, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way. And that misses inside. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now here it comes.
well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
At the plate now, Russell Martin, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 10 home runs and 21 driven in. Hit to short. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. So in now is the Blue Jays pitcher, Juan Guzman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Third inning, no score to this point. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Grounded to the right, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Home half of the third coming up, no score. So it's back to the top of the order now, and in steps the all-time Cardinal great Lou Brock. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch, and this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here it comes. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Second baseman, Roger Hornsby.
So striding in, Rogers Hornsby. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Batista is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, number 7.
Stepping in, Stan Musial. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. That evens it up 1-1. Left side, but well foul. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Well struck down the right field line. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. The payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Martin is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Tony Batista back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here it comes.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 0-2 delivery. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Josh Donaldson digging in now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
At the plate, George Bell. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ground ball foul down the left side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike. Popped him up. Pujols is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Albert Pujols is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ball 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. So 1 away, and in steps Jim Edmonds. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
That one's in there. 3-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And it's fouled away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bell is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ted Simmons comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Popped into the air, back behind second. Hill has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The right fielder.
Thank you, Heidi.
Bautista.
First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled off. Struck him out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Stepping in now, Carlos Delgado. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Fouled away. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Vernon Wells waits on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Vernon Wells. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike two call. Runners on first with one down. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Aaron Hill, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. This is line to left. Brock is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Toronto. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Scott Rowland.
First offering on its way. Scott Rowland is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
The batter, number 1.
Now to the plate, Ozzie Smith. He drew a walk his first time up.
Smith.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The batter, the pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Bob Gibson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. 6th inning coming up, still zip. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Russell Martin.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And it's quickly 0-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box, Juan Guzman. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box now, Tony Batista, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Bullet back up the middle. In there, a base hit. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Standing in now, George Bell, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0, and it's fouled away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0. At the plate, Jose Batista. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball well outside. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
Stepping in now, Carlos Delgado, and he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And it's gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Jose De Leon is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
For the Cardinals, number 48, Jose De Leon.
In now, Vernon Wells. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Cardinals nothing. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lou Brock. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First delivery to him on the way.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. The 2-1. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. This is pulled into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready for another shot now. Rogers Hornsby. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting,
Digging in now, Stan Musial. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Stepping in for the Jays, Aaron Hill.
The second baseman, Aaron Hill.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Routine out there for Edmonds. 1 away. Now at the plate, Russell Martin. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Juan Guzman. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Tony Batista. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and a strike. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Digging in once again, Albert Pujols. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Fastball called for strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Stepping into the box, Jim Edmonds. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Ready once again, Ted Simmons, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So stepping in, Scott Brolin, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Men on third with 2 down. Popped him up. Delgado is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cards leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Next to bat for Toronto, Josh Donaldson, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And we'll have a quick stoppage here, as even though we're about 1,500 miles from the nearest beach, a beach ball has made its way onto the field anyway. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
So now to the plate, George Bell, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third. He's got it. Throw on to first. 2 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jose Batista. Now here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, making it an even .350 for his career. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Standing in now, Carlos Delgado will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Rowland is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Jays add one more on the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball one. The 1-2. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
Red Schoendienst will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. He'll enter play here at 3:04. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. The 1-0 home. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Lou Brock. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And it's 1-1 to Brock. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. One there. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
The batter, number 4.
So digging in now, Rogers Hornsby. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Giovanni Gallegos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Giovanni Gallegos.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Vernon Wells.
Vernon Wells.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. strike taken up in the zone. Fouled away. Gallegos is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Vernon Wells becomes the first out of the inning.
Hill.
Into the box, Aaron Hill, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Oh, he brought it back.
Really nice play right there. One of the things that was great about this, he was able to get close to the stands, get a good read on where the fans were, and track that one all the way into the glove. Terrific play on a ball that was definitely going to be out of play.
Stepping in, Russell Martin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brock waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Toronto leads this one 6-0. Now at the plate, Stan Musial. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Batista is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Albert Pujols. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one. Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Hill is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jim Edmonds. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Aaron Sanchez will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Aaron Sanchez.
Ted Simmons will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Fastball well outside.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Hot shot towards the hole, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Rowland. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
From the stretch. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And that misses 2-2.
Hey, started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
This is on the ground over to first. But the feed to the pitcher is offline, and the inning will continue.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Bases full now following the error. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. He's ready. Here's the first offering. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Blue Jays have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Toronto rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Juan Guzman earns win number 4 on the season. Bob Gibson struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.